Hello, this is Spartan Commander, and this is the 822nd Rome Total War Brotherhood game that I've put onto YouTube. Just to let you know, this is an epic battle, an absolute epic and cracking battle, which I think you're going to enjoy. And this battle is fought on a map that I doubt very much any of you have ever played on before. This is called the Alpine Valley map. Okay, this is the Alpine Valley map, and I've been a recruiter for the Brotherhood since 2006. And every time we recruited new Brotherhood members, I used to bring them to this map just to see how they get on with it. Can you see here how the enemy team has got a definite advantage here to our team here? Can you see the steepness of the hills there? Just look at the top of the hill. Can you see that the enemy have got a slight advantage there? If they run forward quickly, they can get to the top of the hill before our team can. So this is really, as I say, a really tough map. This is why you don't see many people play on this map, because it does give Team 1 a very big disadvantage. As I say, I've been a recruiter for the Brotherhood since 2006, and I used to like bringing new recruits onto this map, not to see if we could win or lose a battle, but just to see what their tactics and strategies were on such an awkward and challenging map here. Make no mistake, this is a real challenge tactically and strategically, especially for Team 1. So make no mistake, this got the potential to be an epic battle. Okay, our first teammate is someone who's called himself Tommy Deviton. I think he's known by another name, but that's what he's called himself in this battle. Now he's got 13 spearmen and 6 cavalry. Okay, 13 spears and 6 cavalry. Let's have a look at the upgrades on his spearmen. Okay, so he's only got gold shield, gold attack on his heavy spearmen here. Now, of course, they're going to be anti-cavalry because they've got spears. Any unit with spears and RTW is anti-cavalry, but also they're quite good at holding up enemy infantry. But with only gold shield, gold attack on, that is quite small upgrades for these guys because their morale's not very good. So be interesting to see how well they do. Quick look at his cavalry. Oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3, fully upgraded cataphract cavalry. I mean, that is you know, that's some serious cavalry there. We call these guys the tanks of the ancient world because they're armored from head to toe, as you can see there, and used properly they can be battle winning troops. But fully upgraded cataphracts there, but little upgrades on his infantry. Our next teammate is Brotherhood member Spark. Now Spark has got 10 spears, 4 pell tests and 6 cavalry. Okay, so if you have a look here, you'll see that his spearmen have got 8 upgrades on, 2 experience stripes, 2 veteran stripes, gold shield, gold attack. Now that's the type of upgrades you really need, I think, for this infantry. And if you notice there's no archers allowed in this game, so he's bought pell tests. Okay, the rules for this game were no archers, no horse archers, no slingers, and no head hurlers for this particular game. So he's bought pell tests there, good upgrades on his heavy spearmen. Quick look at the upgrades on his cavalry. I'm thinking they're all going to have really, oh my gosh, yes, fully upgraded cataphracts, 3 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. Okay, but just look at the hill that he's got to run up here. As I say, this map is got a massive disadvantage for Team 1. That's why I used to like bringing recruits to this, Brotherhood recruits to this map, just to see how they reacted fighting on such a challenging map. Our next teammate is RTW player Luke. Now Luke has got 14 heavy spearmen and 6 cavalry. If you see the upgrades there, he's got an experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack on his infantry. For me, I think that's probably the minimum upgrades you want on these heavy spearmen of Armenia. 7 upgrades. Notice no legionnaires. None of them have bought any legionnaires. All heavy spearmen. Oh my gosh. Once again, fully upgraded cataphract cavalry there. So, well, once again, look at the hill that he's got to get up. If he decides to charge, he's got to go all the way up the steepness of that hill. His troops will be absolutely tired, I would think, by the time they get to the top. And our last teammate is myself, Spartan Commander, that's bought a very old Spartan army here. I've got 13 Spartans, but I've got mixed upgrades on these Spartans here. Okay, remember, no archers allowed in this game, so as you can see, no archers in my army there. But if you notice here, you'll see that about half of my army have got an experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack. Okay, we know that Spartans do well with just gold shield, gold attack, but you put an experience stripe on them, and that really gives them that added boost there. As I say, about half my army are just gold shield, gold attack, and about half of them have got an experience stripe on. So It's a very old army there, and only 13 Spartans there. So it'd be interesting to see what happens there. As you see, most of my allies there have got really good cavalry, but their infantry, maybe some people look at Armenia as a lesser 31k faction there. And as you can see there, and it'll be interesting to see how my 3 teammates, each with Armenia, are going to attack up this hill against some really good players with really good established 31k Roman armies. Just look at the disadvantage that Team 1 gets in this map. And here is the other team. We have brother member Lando. Now Lando has got 11 infantry and 5 cavalry. Okay, 11 infantry and 5 cavalry there. As we know, Lando, very aggressive, very attacking player. I just want to show you something quite interesting here. You'll see that the upgrades on his cavalry are 8. So he's got 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack on his cavalry there. So that's really good upgrades on his Praetorian cavalry. With those upgrades, that's really good. But a unit he's got here as well, which you don't see very often, is a Triarii unit. Okay, then this is Rome's anti-cavalry unit there, as you can see with their long spears. But to be honest with you, I've seen these guys fully upgraded get attacked right at the front of their battle formation, and they just rout. So how much anti-cavalry bonus they've actually got, I'm not sure, but it's very rare to see this unit bought on a 31k battlefield, because they're just not up to the if you like, up to the standard of other infantry units there. Now you'll see Lando here making his way up on top of the hill. Of course he's going to make the most of the tactical advantage they've got. The next teammate is somebody called themselves OTD Chimmerzik, but is in fact Scorpion King SR. Now get ready for this. He's got 16 infantry and 4 cavalry. Yes, 16 infantry and 4 cavalry. What I'd like to draw your attention to here is, of course, he's got his infantry general, so he's getting the general morale bonus, but also he's bought an eagle unit as well for an extra morale boost there. Remember, eagle units boost the morale of troops there. So that's what he's got, and he's just got 4 cavalry. I'm guessing with 16 infantry, yeah, he's just got gold shield, gold attack on his cavalry. But 16 infantry there. Think of the firepower that 16 infantry have got there against. And can you see how he's moving? Seem to be moving away from the top of the hill, like maybe towards his allies there. He's not. I hope he's not going to give up the advantage of that top of the hill there. You can see our team is already starting to move up onto the top of the hill as fast as they can with their cavalry and spearmen there as well. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. There's Spark. I don't know whether he's going to try and run up on there as well. But the way that Scorpion King is moving there, looks like he's moving away from the top of the hill, which could be giving a tactical thing away there, couldn't he? Right, their next teammate is a new player called the Orange Veteran. Okay, now he's got 14 infantry and 6 cavalry. He is a new player to Rome Total War. He's been playing in a few games for us. As you can see, he's got the bulk standard 31k Roman army, 14 infantry and 6 cavalry. Maybe, I don't know whether it'd be a good idea for him to head up towards the hill there with his ally here. Their next teammate is Brotherhood member Madking. Now get ready for this, okay? He has got, get ready, 20 Sacred Band units, and he's got mixed upgrades. His forward units, I believe, have just got gold shield, gold attack, but as you move further back into his battle formation there, a lot of his units have got 8 upgrades on, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack, and I think some of his units are even fully upgraded there. So as I say, he's certainly got mixed upgrades, staggered upgrades through his battle formation there. 20 Sacred Band spearmen there. Okay, so that is a formidable force there, but if I can get my Spartans onto the higher ground, then I'll be fighting them downhill, which would be a big advantage for my 13 Spartans. Okay, at this very, very early stage of the battle here, you'll see I'm running my Spartans up onto that top of the hill there a little bit as fast as I can to get up there before the Carthaginians did. It was a 50-50 toss-up to see who got up onto the higher ground, and as you can see, my Spartans has managed to get up onto the higher ground first. So if Carthage is going to fight me, it's going to be a downhill battle for my Spartans there, as you can see. We're just about to lock horns there. Now over here, just look at the hill. That is Luke going to run up that hill towards the enemy Brutii troops, do you think? That is a heck of a hill to get up, and his troops will be tired by the time they've run up there. And look at Spark's infantry here as well. Spark's infantry. I wonder which direction he's going to move in. Whether he's going to go up the hill or come over to help me, maybe. We'll have to see. Alright, on top of the hill here, you'll see that Scorpion King with his Julii troops. Remember, he was moving away from the top of the hill, but has now come back to the top of the hill now to take full advantage of the map advantage that this map gives Team 2. As I say, you can see Lando moving his SPQR troops up onto the hill as well. So as I say here, with 3 Armenian teammates, Armenia is very often looked upon as a lesser 31k faction against Rome and Carthage that's in the enemy team here. This is going to be a real challenge, especially on this map. So get ready to stand by for a real epic battle here. Okay, so as I say here, my troops, I managed to get up onto the higher part of the ground here. As I say, when the game starts, there's a 50-50 chance to see who's going to get up onto the higher ground, and luckily for me, my Spartans got on the higher ground before Carthage did. But remember, I'm facing 20 Sacred Band units. I've got 13 Spartans facing 20 Sacred Band units, but I did manage to get up onto the higher ground. Now, you can see the orange veteran there moving his Brutii troops down towards his ally there. Now, I was wondering whether it might have been better for Carthage and Orange there to actually run and get up on top of the hill with their allies. That's what I was wondering there. But you can see here Luke bringing his spearmen over to help. You can see there that Spark is marching his troops probably over here as well. And if you notice here, you'll see that my ally there, Luke, has used his cavalry to kind of cut off reinforcements from helping their allies here, or stopping them from maybe moving towards the hill there with that cavalry that he's bought. As I say, up here you can see Lando moving his cavalry down the hill, possibly to help his allies. But 16 infantry units of Scorpion King there, and Lando's infantry on top of the hill. They have certainly consolidated their hold on top of the hill. And with my Armenian teammates here, I think it's going to be difficult to shift them there. You can see these Pell tests. Remember, they can throw spears there, being attacked by that Julii cavalry unit there. But as I say, with 2 tough Roman armies on top of that hill and 3 Armenian teammates there, I think that's going to be incredibly difficult to shift them off that hill. But meanwhile, over here you'll see a lot of Carthage Sacred Band units starting to rout there under the pressure from my Spartans. And you see there how I'm just attacking very, very aggressively from the slightly higher ground there that I was lucky enough to run up and capture before the Carthaginians could there. Remember, there's 20 Sacred Band Carthage units there, but with the downhill advantage that I managed to get through getting up on that slightly higher ground first, then that's going to give me an advantage there. So it's 13 Spartans against 20 Sacred Band units there. So that's a real tussle there. You can see my allies bringing their heavy spearmen, Armenian heavy spearmen over here as well to help. You can see Spark running up there, and I say Luke has got his spearmen there already. So as I say, I'm not sure now. I'm not sure if that orange veteran there, who remember is a newer player, you can see that his Carthage ally is starting to lose most of his troops here. So it might be a good idea for him to, and with all my allies arriving as well, it might be a good idea for that orange veteran there to run his entire army up on the hill to his allies there. Okay, Carthage, I think, is a spent force and looks like it's going to be taken out, but he could still get all his army up onto the hill there. I know he's a new player, but you think maybe his allies might have, knowing that he's a new player, said, come on, get up on the hill here. If you notice here, can you see that both Scorpion King and Lando have moved a little bit off the top of the hill there? Can you see the way that they're moving? They're going to move, and that's going to give a little bit of an advantage to my Armenian allies there. Can you see how they're trying to take advantage of that by moving up onto the top of the hill there? As I say, you can see Scorpion King there moving his Julii army back, okay, off right on top of the hill there. So now they've kind of ceded the top of the hill there, and my Armenian ally is going to take advantage of that, and they're kind of right on top of the hill now, if you see what I mean. So that was, I'm not sure if that was a good tactical or strategic move there by Scorpion King and Lando there to move back right off the top of the hill there and allow my Armenian allies to actually get up on the hill there. You'll see over here you got Lando's cavalry loitering with intent there, I would think, looking to have a go at the Armenians if he can. But remember, all the Armenian cavalry is fully upgraded, and there you can see Scorpion King's cavalry there as well. Okay, so as I say here, it now looks like that my Spartans have now routed 16 units of Sacred Band Spearmen there, simply because it was a 50-50 chance to get up onto the slightly higher ground there, and my Spartans did that. But you can see the enemy Brutii infantry coming in behind me now. So what I need to do now is to turn and face the threat of that Brutii infantry coming in on me now. There of Orange Veterans. As I say, it's a bit of a contradictory name. He's called himself Orange Veteran, but as I say, he is a newer player to Rome Total War there. So as I say, you can see me running my Spartans forward towards his army there. Now if you notice there, I'm fighting slightly uphill now against his infantry. His infantry there are on a slightly higher ground, can you see that? So I'm fighting them now. But as I say, maybe the best thing for him to do is to move his entire army up onto the hill. Over here, you'll see that the enemy Brutii cavalry are engaging our allies' Armenian cavalry there. So that's a real tussle going on there. And over here, look, you can see that cavalry, and bang, as he smashes in there. Nice hit there by... another hit going to come in behind there, going to take out those two Armenian cavalry units. I'm thinking there, like a bang, as that smashes in there. So those Armenian units are going to be taken out. Over here, Orange Veteran there, his cavalry are weakening the Armenian cavalry there, and he's bringing a couple of infantry over as well. So well done to him. Oh my gosh, I think the enemy have just routed one of our Armenian generals there. You can see Lando's cavalry coming over. They've chased off those couple of cavalry units there. And as I say, Orange Veteran's bringing over a couple of his infantry units there to help with that spear unit. So well done to the enemy team there. They're doing really well. As I say, up here on the hill, can you see how far they've moved back now? You can see that Danny here is moving his spearmen forward. We've got a lot of cavalry there ready to charge in. But you can see here that both Lando and Scorpion King have moved, as I say, off the top of the hill there, giving my Armenian allies a slight advantage there as they move forward. But of course, urban cohorts against these spearmen there. I mean, if you look at the specifications, the urban cohorts should win that hand-to-hand fighting there. But of course, you've got the cavalry there, those fully upgraded cataphracts ready to charge in as well. Okay, so you can see that there, those cataphracts there ready to smash in when they feel the time is right. That's a heck of a lot of cavalry charge bonus there, ready to smash into those enemy Roman troops there. You could be getting units around the flank of Lando. Oh, there's a couple of Tommy's units there starting to rout. There, you can see that. Big units as well. See the pilots coming in on them. The problem is with Armenia, their infantry's morale is so low that if they suffer casualties from big pilot hits, they can rout. I mean, that's a massive unit. There's just routed. Look, how many is that? 37 men in that unit just routed there. Look. So as I say, against Roman infantry, the Armenian infantry is not that great. The real strength of Armenia is its cavalry, and as I say, their cavalry is fully upgraded there. Meanwhile, here you can see that Lando's done a good job here of chasing off the Armenian cavalry that he was fighting there. And as I say, now it might be a good idea for Orange Veteran here now to move his troops up to his allies there. Okay, he's got infantry here. Can you see how he's done very good here? He's got units in behind my Spartans there, so I'm fighting two ways now. Okay, I'm hoping my allies are going to move their spearmen in to help me now, and you can see that's what they're doing. You can see that Luke is moving some of his spearmen forward there. But as I say, my Spartans are facing both ways now, being attacked from behind, from the front and from the flank as well there. And there's a Carthage unit been thrown in as well. So as I say, here you can see Luke has split his spearmen coming around the flank and also hitting them in the rear. There's a couple of cavalry units coming in behind. I'm thinking hammer and anvil attack there. Right, let's pause the game for a second here. So there you are, you can see Luke actually attacking the rear of those fighting Brutii troops. He's bringing units around the flank to get in behind those fighting enemy Brutii units there, but also there's a couple of cavalry units there. Hammer and anvil attack. My Spartans being the anvil, his cavalry being the hammer. Get ready for this, and bang! As they smash in there, routed those enemy Brutii troops on impact. And there you are. You can see all that Brutii infantry there that was surrounding my Spartans have now just been routed. Great teamwork there by Luke's cavalry and spearmen. Now you can see that the Orange veterans only got a few infantry left and a few cavalry left there. Okay, you can see that. So maybe his teammates who are experienced players, you know, just thinking, could say to him, come on, bring all the rest of your troops up onto the hill here, because that's, you know, that's the best tactical and strategic place to be on this map. So it'd be interesting to see if that's what he's going to do. Okay, he's lost a lot of his troops here, but he's still got quite a few troops left that he could use up on top of the hill there. So it'd be interesting to see what tactical decisions he decides to make. Meanwhile, up on top of the hill here, you'll see bad news for us. Oh my gosh, very, very bad news for us. All those heavy spearmen that Tommy was attacking Lando and Scorpion King with have now been routed. Okay, so he's just lost all his infantry now, and you can see the enemy armies there are advancing back on top of the hill now, chasing our Armenian ally back off the top of the hill there. So yeah, that's really bad news for us. So all the Armenian spearmen that were on top of the hill have now been routed, and as you can see, the enemy team are consolidating their hold on top of the hill now, repositioning themselves to get up onto the higher ground there. Oh my gosh, that's one of our allies' generals just been taken out. You can see these Pell tests throwing spears into the enemy troops there. Oh my gosh, so there you go. Tommy has lost his general there. So that's bad news for us. Remember, Armenian morale is not very good anyway. And as I say, the enemy now consolidating their tactical move on top of the hill there, and they are going to be very difficult for us to shift with 3 Armenian armies and a battle-damaged Greek cities army, I think, here. So there you are, it's very good. But as I say, I think maybe the experienced teammates of Orange Veteran here could suggest that he moves his army up onto the hill. I don't know what all of you are thinking there, but here you can see that we've got 2 Armenian infantry armies here, and plus my Greek cities moving towards his Brutii infantry. Now, instead of moving back to his allies, like he's coming forward, looking like he wants to take us all on here. So that could be a bad move. But as I say, you know, we've all been new players on Rome Total War, so you know, we all make mistakes, and we kind of learn from those mistakes here. And as I say, he may well cause us a lot of casualties, because Roman troops up against Armenian troops, that could be an interesting little tussle there. And as I say, they've got pilers to throw into us as well. Lots of pilers being thrown in before we actually get into combat. There's an Armenian heavy spear unit charging in there like a bang. You can see my Spartans there. What I'm trying to do here is take some of my Spartans up towards the hill to block any reinforcements coming down, possibly, but also I'm going to put some of my Spartans in against those Roman troops, because I know my Armenian allies, spearmen, will find it difficult fighting Roman troops there, even if they outnumber them there. So as I say, there you can see Spark there bringing a cavalry unit in, but up on the hill here, as I say, you can see Lando and Scorpion King have now got complete control of the top of the hill. And as I say, they will consolidate their position up there. And can you imagine battle-damaged Armenian armies and a battle-damaged Greek city army trying to shift 2 good Roman armies with experienced generals from that hill? That will be a real challenge. But here you can see with my Spartans, combination of Spartans and my Armenian allies there, we've managed to take out a lot of the enemy Brutii infantry there. But as you can see, there's some of our Armenian allies units are starting to rout already from those Roman infantry and cavalry, combination of Roman infantry and cavalry there. So even though we have the numbers with the spearmen there against good quality Roman troops, it's always a struggle there. Armenian spearmen against Roman infantry there. But as you can see, most of Orange veterans infantry cavalry have now been taken out, and you'll see that I'm now running my Spartans towards the hill, because make no mistake, I think this hill, okay, will prove pivotal to the outcome of the battle. And as I say, as I've mentioned it before, Lando and Scorpion King been playing Rome Total War since it first came out. Very, very experienced veteran commanders there, and they are going to be so difficult to shift off that hill for 3 Armenian armies and a battle damaged Greek cities army there, I think. There you are, that's the last of the Orange veterans troops have now been routed. But I think he did cause us some casualties. I think my Armenian allies did lose some troops there in that fight. And of course my Spartans have been weakened as well. You can see a lot of units there, very, very battle damaged there, fighting Roman troops, and of course those 20 Carthage Sacred Band units as well. So what I need to do now is amend my battle formation now. I need to bring in the weaker units in with the better units, if you like, with more men in there to keep them secure there. So I need to amend, as I say, my battle formation there. Now if you notice, Luke has got his infantry at the back there, and what I think he's going to do, he's just going to rest them. Can you see that? Very tired. Now we've talked about this before. When troops get to tired, very tired or exhausted, their battle proficiency, the way they actually fight the battle, drops off the edge of a cliff. So you don't really want to fight your troops when they're tired or very tired there. So he's going to leave them to rest and get their fitness back to fresh if possible before he uses them. Okay, but as I say, there's my Spartan army there facing up the hill, looking at a very formidable couple of enemy armies there. As I say, we've got the cavalry advantage definitely with fully upgraded cataphracts here, but infantry wise, as I say, they lost all their the infantry that were attacking on top. Tommy lost all his spearmen that he was attacking with on top of the hill. As I say, you can see the enemy now preparing for battle on top of this hill. So if you were the Armenian team here with 3 Armenian armies, how would you look to attack this hill? Okay, there you can see one of Scorpion King's cavalry units looks like it's been isolated there and probably going to get taken out. But as I say, my Spartan army there, that was a hard edge attack against Rome and against Carthage there. As you can see, just look how thin the units are. Very, very battle depleted there. So, let's say it'll be a real challenge trying to shift these guys. And look, they've got, Lando's got an Eagle unit as well. I didn't spot that earlier, so he's got a morale boosting unit as his general there. And as I say, as we know, Scorpion King's got an Eagle unit as well as his infantry general unit. You'll see Spark and my allies are moving their cavalry round to more advantageous positions here, with different angles, looking at different angles to charge in to the enemy troops when we do finally assault this hill. Yes, we are going to assault the hill there. But to just look at the steepness of that hill. And don't forget, I got a feeling that a lot of those enemy Roman troops have still got pilers. So they'll be able to throw their pilers downhill with more impact and more damage. And they will go further as well with that hill advantage that they've got. So with my battle depleted, what my team wants me to do, of course, is to charge in first with my Spartans, because my Spartans are going to be the hard edge attack, and then those spearmen will come in afterwards. I think that's the plan there, to attack when we do assault the hill. So as I say, if you were in our team, is there anything you would do? Can you see any new tactics or anything like that that you would use? As I say, Luke is still resting his troops there. If you notice, they're still tired there, you see. And as I say, when they get to tired, very tired and exhausted, as I say, their battle proficiency just falls off the edge of a cliff. So if you can possibly do it, just let them rest then, hopefully till they get back to fresh. Nice bit of teamwork there by Spark. If you notice, he's put one of his spear units in front of my battle formation there to soak up enemy pilers. Okay, so that's a really nice bit of teamwork there by Spark, and he's put his main spearman in behind my Spartans there. So when we attack, it would be attack in a group. As I say, you've got our cavalry there in different positions on the battlefield there for different angles attack. You know what I mean there? But you can see the enemy Roman troops really consolidating their position on top of the hill. And as I say, our cavalry will come in from different angles when we do assault the hill. But whether we'll be able to take it or not, well, we'll just have to see. Okay, at this stage of the battle, you'll see that Scorpion King here is moving some of his Julii infantry down the hill. Okay, but if you notice there, I think he's going to move his infantry to this particular position here. So he's still on the higher ground. So rather than attack up the hill there may be another option for us there, with Scorpion King moving his infantry down the hill. But you can see the bulk of his army and Lando's army is still on top of the hill there, still holding very well there against our allies' cavalry. Remember, there's no infantry of our infantry on the hill at all now, as that was all taken out. But here now you see we're going to move towards Scorpion King's infantry. Now remember, I got a feeling here that Scorpion King's infantry there has still got a lot of pilers left, so they could damage us quite considerably before we even get close to combat there. Okay, once again, can you see Spark putting that one spear unit in front of my Spartans there to try and soak up any pilers Scorpion King might have. But if you notice there, Scorpion King kind of tries to bypass that unit there, because he wants to throw his pilers into my Spartans. That's what he really wants to hit. So as you can see there, I'm going to charge forward now. There you are, just got a mouthful of pilers there as I charge forward. And charge forward into those Julii infantry of Scorpion Kings there. As I say, I think my allies want me to be the hard edge of any attack there with my Spartans, because of course those spearmen of Armenia are not are kind of not like elite infantry like they would be fighting the Roman elite infantry, if you see what I mean. So as I say, I'm going to charge my Spartans into those Julii infantry. Right, can you see Scorpion King is bringing down the bulk of his army now? In fact, I think he's bringing down all his units. Okay, so they've decided now this is where the battle is going to be won or lost there at that particular part. Now, if you notice here, you'll see that Lando's infantry are holding the top of the hill to try and block any cavalry of ours that might want to come down into the back of Scorpion King's engaged infantry. So that's why Lando is on top of the hill with his infantry there, watching enemy cavalry. And if you notice, you'll see, if you look closely, you'll see his cavalry is facing downhill there, so he can charge his well-upgraded cavalry into our troops that are attacking down at the bottom of the hill here. So make no mistake, we're just about going into the final stage of the battle. Now if you notice here, Luke's infantry, he's still resting them there, although they're warmed up now, warmed up and fresh. He could now maybe bring them into the battle if he wants to. Okay, that could be a lot of valuable spearmen that we need now against the elite enemy Roman troops. See, that unit's fresh. He could bring it in now to help us there. Okay, but as I say, now you can see my Spartans are fighting uphill now against those elite Roman troops there. You can see I'm going to charge them in. As I say, I'm going to make first contact with the enemy. There, I'm going to take the pilers and, as I say, make first contact, and then my allies will bring their spear units in afterwards there. See Spark charging his heavy spearmen in there. Okay, as I say, we've got cavalry at different parts of the battlefield here for different angle hits, if you see what I mean, coming in from different angles. A good tactical strategic cavalry hits can really cause damage to the enemy troops there. But as I say, you can see my Spartans there now, very battle damaged units. It's a nice move here by Scorpion King, getting one of his Julii units in behind my Spartans there. You can see my Spartans are kind of spread out a little bit now, and you can see my ally spearmen moving in there as well. Okay, so my Spartans, as I say, very battle damaged as we saw earlier. As I say, nice move here by Scorpion King, getting his troops in behind. I've turned my Spartans to face the threat coming in behind me there, but just look at the units there, how many I've got. 9 men in that unit. These are 81 man units here, so you get 10 men in that unit. Look, was it 12 men in that unit? These are 81 man units, so you can see how already they have been battle depleted. 15 men in that unit, look. There. And how many in that? 11 men in that unit, was it? There. And 5 men in that unit. So you can see how battle depleted my Spartans are there. But I'm still keeping them attacking. I'm not standing in defence, they're just attacking. I'm keeping my general back to give morale bonus. Oh, that's bad news for us there. Tommy's general unit there has just been routed there, so that's a general morale bonus less for our team there. But you can see my Spartans still moving forward. I'm still attacking, still trying to be aggressive with my Spartans here. And you can see my allies are moving their Armenian spearmen in as well. But over here you can see our allies' cataphracts closing in there. Let's see Luke's cavalry charging in, and you can see Tommy's charging in, and bang as they charge in there. Some more cavalry coming in as well. Nice angled cataphract attack here, but Lando was ready for it. If you notice, Lando is countered in most places there, but that cavalry's going to smash into the back of his infantry. Look, and bang as that smashed in there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this could prove pivotal. Look at all our cavalry there, all our Armenian cavalry there. You can see some of Lando's infantry and cavalry starting to rout. You'll see that Scorpion King sent some of his Julio infantry up to help as well. Oh my gosh, I've just seen a couple of my units routed there. You see, he fought down to 2 men, that unit there. And that unit fought down to 4 men there. But they've both been routed by the enemy Julii infantry there, so you can see things not looking very good for my army. Finally here you'll see that Luke has decided to bring his units over, but can you see some of them are still tired, but he's bringing them over anyway because you can see that this is we've reached the pivotal and decisive part of the battle now. Whoever wins here, of course, will go on to win the battle, and you can see now that there's a lot of our Armenian cavalry there, even though it's fully upgraded, look, starting to rout. That's the poor morale that Armenia has got. Do you see what I mean? Even those units were fully upgraded. Look how they're all routed now. Because they were fully upgraded, unless the enemy chases them down, all that cavalry probably will rally and come back into the battle there. Okay? But as it stands at the moment, all these enemy troops here have now chased off our Armenian cataphracts there, and all that infantry and cavalry, look, there now, as I say, they've chased off all the cavalry that we were attacking them with. Okay, there, as I say, those units will probably rally there and come back into the fray unless they chase them down. But as it stands at the moment, all these enemy troops here at the top of the hill can now charge down into us with the downhill charge bonus if they want, and they could possibly here end the game now if they charge down there and smash into our troops. We just have to wait and see. Okay, so over here you can see my Spartans still fighting, still attacking. I'm not standing in defence, I'm tapping on attack all the time with my spearman, my general there. Did you see my general unit just glow? That unit has just got a battlefield promotion. Remember, when a unit does well, it gets a battlefield promotion, so that unit will have a stripe on it now. Now you can see here's some good move here by my allies, getting their Armenian spearmen in behind the fighting enemy troops there. Nice tactical move there by my allies. They're very good. But you can see there that the enemy are on top of the hill with the downhill charge bonus that they can have if they want there. But you can see there that pause again for a second there. So there you are, you can see Spark's general unit there fighting Scorpion King's general unit. There's the Armenian general there, look. So it's good that he's kept that general alive, because that's giving morale bonus to his troops there. And Scorpion King's general there, make no mistake, it looks to me like we're trying to kill that Julii general there. So we're trying to take him out. But my general's being hit from different directions there, look. They're trying to take my general out as well. So there's a lot of general killing trying to go on there. But over here you'll see that my Spartans still fighting the enemy there. And you can see my allies bringing in their spearmen there, their heavy spearmen there to help attack the enemy Roman troops. So as I say, this is a pivotal part of the battle here. There you are, that's good news for us. We've routed the general of the Julii troops, Scorpion Kings, and the Eagle unit as well. So that's taken a lot of morale away from their troops there. So that's really good news for us. And as I say, you can see our Armenian spearmen there moving in, and my Spartans as well. So we've managed to take out, I think, most of Scorpion King's infantry at the moment. You've got Lando's SBQR infantry here as well. So you can see our Armenian ally there, as allies moving forward with their spearmen there to take on the enemy. As I say, my Spartan army is so battle depleted now. I'm still going to move them forward to attack the enemy troops, but they're so battle depleted that a big hit, I think, from enemy troops there could cause a few of my units to rout. There you can see enemy units getting in behind us there. I say most of our allies' cavalry. If you notice, there's not a lot of cataphracts left. Now remember, they fully upgraded their cataphracts. You remember that? And you can see, I can't see any. Is there any? Oh yeah, there's one I think cataphract unit left. That's all that is left there. So the rest of the Armenian cataphracts have been routed there. And oh my gosh, look at Lando here with his SBQR cavalry and infantry charging in. Could that change the course of the battle? There's a couple more spear units of Luke's coming back into the fray. They may be rallied units. Oh, there you are. There's a couple of cataphract units left there. Bang! As they charge in there. Nice hit there. I think, as I said earlier, we saw a lot of the cataphracts routed, but it looks to me like several of them have rallied and come back into the battle and are smashing into the rear of the engaged troops here. That's a nice move there. So, and I think Lando has just admitted defeat, and it looks like our team has managed to go on to win the battle. I just wanted to look at how many troops I've got left in my unit. So, what have I got? 5. I've got 7 units left. But let's have a look and see what troops are left in those units. 3 men left in that unit. Oh my gosh, 3 men left in that unit as well. Oh my gosh, and then what's that? 6 men in that unit. 6, yeah, and then we got 10 men in that. That seems a lot, doesn't it? 3 men in that, 3 men in that, and 36 men. Oh my gosh, that does seem a lot. And general unit, 7 men left in my general unit. That's all that I've got left, but I'm pleased with that because the general all the time has been giving morale bonus. Remember, your general doesn't just give morale bonus to your troops, he gives morale bonus to your allies' troops as well that are close by. So I'm really glad the general stayed alive. But that's the entirety of my Spartan army there, and you can see my allies there. I think most of those infantry are Sparks and Luke's. I think Tommy's army basically was taken out. I don't think there's any of Tommy's units left at all now. So as I say, when you go right up on top of the hill here, there you can see a little bit of skirmish in there, and as you move further along the hill there, you can see, if you look closely, can you see how many cataphracts are dead there? If you look closely, you can see those fully upgraded Armenian cataphracts there. You can see there's absolutely loads dead there in amongst the Roman dead. So even fully upgraded cataphracts against Roman troops, you can see it's a real struggle here. And as we move along here, if we move over to the other part of the battlefield here, you'll see where my remember my Spartans fought those 20 units of Sacred Band spearmen, but because my troops were faster, I managed to get onto the slightly higher ground there. So that gave me the advantage. It was a toss-up which one of us was going to get there, but my troops managed to do that. And then we're fighting the Roman Brutii troops there. You can see a lot of my red-cloaked dead Spartans there in amongst the enemy Julii dead there. So you can see that that was quite a tough battle as well. And as we move over here, you can see where the most intense part of the fight is, by where the clumps of dead. And here are, look. This looks like a massive battle here. This is where we took on some more of the Brutii infantry and cavalry there of Orange veteran there, if you notice. And then as we move up towards the hill here, there you can see where the most piles of dead are here. Just look at my dead red cloaked Spartans there on this in the snow. They really do stick out, don't they? You can see lost a lot of troops there in that battle against those elite Roman troops there. Over here, oh my gosh, look at how many Spartans are dead there. Oh my gosh, loads of my army got killed there. That's where Scorpion King got some infantry in behind my Spartans there, look. So that was a tough fight there. that's for sure. And as we just look at the dead here as we move up the hill, so I say we managed to go and win. Who would have thought 3 Armenian armies in Greek cities against 3 Roman armies in Carthage on an advantage map to Team 2, and we won. I mean, that's amazing, really. Okay, so first thing I'd like to say is really well played to everybody in the game there. I thought everybody played well. Now, I was really surprised it's a clear victory. I thought it would have been an average victory looking at what we got left. I don't know what you think. I definitely thought it would have been an average victory. And the highest kills in the game, very, very unusually, goes to myself there. You notice I've got the smallest army by far in the game. If you look at all the other armies in the game, can you see I've got the smallest army by far? And yet, I managed to get the highest kills in the game, 2,730. As I say, I've got a bit older now. My reactions are a bit slower and my concentration's not very good. So to get the highest kills is really amazing for me, really. And that's the highest kills that I've had for a long time now. So I'm very pleased with that there. Well, again, I suppose I am a Spartan commander, so I should do well with the Spartan, shouldn't I? So very, very pleased with those kills. Let's say the highest kills I've had for a long time. Well done to Lando there. Got some great kills. 1,281, played really well. Aggressive, held the hill well. And well done to Scorpion King there. Second highest kills in the game with his 16 infantry and 4 cavalry. So well done to Scorpion King there. Thought he did well. Well done to the Orange Veteran. Now bearing in mind he's a new player, and he was kind of smashed and crashed there. I thought he got some good kills. And well done to Madking. He will be disappointed with those kills, because if we get less than 1,000 kills, we are a bit disappointed. So he will be a bit disappointed in that. But if you notice, the enemy had the second and third highest kills in the game. That's how close this battle was. He had the second and third highest kills. So well done to Luke. As I say, with less than 1,000 kills, we always feel a little bit disappointed there, but he did well. Well done to Spark, just got over 1,000 kills with his Armenian army. Really great to see. Tommy there, or whatever his real name is, he will be disappointed with those kills because less than 1,000 there. But he did well at being very aggressive on top of the hill there. So I was just going to say, who would have thought we would have won that? Right, just have a look at the statistics of my Spartan kills there. Remember, I just had 13 Spartan units there, but if you look at the kills that they got there, look, one unit 78 for 243 kills there, 77 for 254. So you can see how well the Spartans did. Oh my god, 80 for 291 there. So you can see how well the Spartans did in this battle there. But I was just going to say, you know, with 3 Armenians and Greek cities against 3 Romes in Carthage, who would have ever thought that the Armenians and the Greek cities would have beaten a team like that? Okay, they did have a new player in their game, but I thought he played quite well there. So I just thought this was a really interesting battle for you to see on a little used map there that gives Team 2 a definite advantage there. So I hope you enjoyed this battle. Please give us a thumbs up or leave a comment if you enjoyed it, and bye for now.